Not My Weekend podcast.
Hey, we're back.
The NMW pod.
We're back.
Last episode was 1 month ago. But before I even get into any of that, we just yesterday announced a Not My Weekend full U.S. tour. We are going around the United States. We are playing with Diva Bleach, and the two of us are opening up for the headlining act Action Adventure. Let's go.
Let's go.
Not My Weekend, Action Adventure, Diva Bleach, full U.S. tour, 26 days. That'll turn into what is going to end up being 28 or 29 days. But I think there's 26 days total. We are in our Discord live right now. Tickets go on sale this Friday, August 22nd. Action Adventure, Diva Bleach, Not My Weekend. You might be wondering, who plays first, Diva Bleach or Not My Weekend? It actually rotates. A rare rotating support slot. That just means get to the show at like 7 o'clock and see all the bands.
See all the bands.
Familiarize yourself with our music. Get to the show. We're playing for 30 minutes. Diva Bleach is playing for 30 minutes. Action Adventure's playing for as long as they want because it's their headlining tour. And it's just going to be so much fun. And we're going to find out, whether us or Diva Bleach plays first or second, like on the day when we get there. So just get to the show early. We don't spend a lot of time in green rooms, so we're going to be able to hang out all night. You will get to talk to us for probably as long as you want to. We're also selling our own merch, so if you come by the merch table, you will be talking to one of us. So yeah, please get to the tour and get your tickets this Friday, August 22nd. But if you would like to join the Meantime's Discord, which has a Not My Weekend channel in it because we're all friends, you will get pre-sale codes for the tour. So if you go to the link in the Meantime's bio or my bio, or I'll put it in the Not My Weekend bio as well, go to discord.gg/themeantime. There is a chat called Not My Weekend, and there will be pre-sale codes for the tour. So if you'd like to buy your tickets right now, you can just join the Discord, and those should be in there. I'll come up with some plans to promote this tour, and also a couple new pieces of Not My Weekend music that will be coming out ahead of this tour. So, yeah, mega stoked about that. Some of my favorite stuff that we've worked on. If you have been in this Discord and you've heard previews of demos that we've shown privately in here, it's not any of those songs.
Nope. Yeah, none of those ones.
We'll see if I don't know what's going to become of those songs we showed you guys. But we made some other additional new songs, and now there are plans in motion to put them out. And I will share them in the Discord early. But now that we have like release dates and things like that, I'm going to wait a little bit and have them coincide so you can get like the best version of them instead of like the other demos I showed you were like truly us recording at our house, whereas we went into the studio and we got some really good songs done. So from Annie's wedding, guys, go. Has anybody in chat watched that vlog I made? I made a very, very cute vlog. I posted it on my Instagram story, and it's on my YouTube. It's like my two favorite pieces of content I've ever made are, including like music videos and stuff, are the vlog for Annie's wedding, which just went up, and the vlog for Gabe's wedding, which went up 3 years ago, which obviously I get. Those are like my favorite because they're so deeply personal to like our friends and like me and us, and that's why they're my favorites. But also like I do think they're some of my best work, like storytelling, and it's just like the opposite of clickbait. It's like, why would I ever click on this? It's two people I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, in terms of things we've done that have been seen by people, like every single podcast Jared and I have ever done, or any TikTok that's gone viral or whatever, it's just like not even in the same universe. But it's like those two videos, I believe, are genuinely my best work and genuinely what I've worked the hardest on. And they're just like, a couple videos on my YouTube channel with like 300 views. Like, it's just a funny feeling and experience. And if you're watching this podcast, I implore you to go give them a shot because I think they're really funny.
Yeah, they're good.
What happened at Annie and Kyle's wedding?
They got married. They're now husband and wife. That's the main thing, to my recollection.
Well, they got married. They're now husband and wife. Annie's last name is Kyle's last name. I would say that they're betrothed. I would say that they were in the eyes of God.
Before they were like engaged, but now
now they're married. I think they took place in holy matrimony.
Because of the point in the ceremony where they both said "I do," and then they kissed.
And then
the one kissed the other, and
they kissed, and that resulted in them being married. Now they do their taxes differently now. That's
right. Legally, it's a different arrangement. They're still a couple. It's a different kind of couple now, sort of more official.
I don't want you thinking that they broke up. They're in fact more together than ever. In fact, they're absurdly together. They can't quite be more together than this, at least if we're talking about religiously or legally. I don't know if you have other ways of
they
defining.
could be Siamese twins. Just as an example.
Well, I was just about to say, if you'd like to break it down genetically or atomically, as we know I'm an expert in.
Yeah.
Then it's quite possible that they could be more together than they are. But religiously, legally, you could even say spiritually, at the wedding, the main thing that happened is that they achieved peak togetherness. They are absurdly together. And as we all know, it's impossible to reverse such process.
Till death do they part.
It never happens. They say till death do they part very specifically. When anyone gets married, you will never not be married. That's just the it's a stone cold truth. It's a law of the universe.
But yeah, it was a nice wedding, cool ceremony. A bunch of our good friends.
They're super married now.
They're all married now, everyone.
We had you smoked me in cornhole. Or no, it was like a very good game.
Yeah, we played cornhole, and I thought that was fun too. I didn't know you were taking it so seriously.
I was like, have you ever been in that zone where you're not taking it seriously, so you do a lot better? I was like, I don't care about doing this at all. I don't really want to play, and then I just started playing really, really well, and then I was like, oh, well, if I'm just like doing really good at this, then I'll try now. And then we had a very good game. But do you get that feeling? Like one time I was super depressed, didn't want to play beer pong in the fucking slightest, and I hit like 9 solo cups in a row. It was like at the end of the game, and I just kept going. I was so upset from a totally separate thing. I was like, I don't care about beer pong at all right now. And I just doom. If I could apply that to our songwriting, we'd be famous.
Yeah, that's what I'm always saying.
But
you just got to detach.
But I in fact care far too much. Like
detach from the expectations and fall in love with the process.
Yeah, nah. Nope. I will not. I will.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
That sounds hard.
Yeah, Jared's right. Release your inhibitions. In fact, we are riddled with inhibitions.
Oh, I've got so many inhibitions.
No one else can feel it for us.
I can't release my inhibitions. Yeah. They're trapped.
Oh my god, my inhibitions. They're trapped. Fuck. My inhibitions are trapped.
I'm in a prison with all my inhibitions.
I'm in a prison with all my inhibitions. Fuck. Oh, I can't even feel the rain on my skin.
I'm so inhibited.
Oh no, I'm so inhibited. Help. Oh, my inhibitions. It's like a Rick and Morty guy.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez, all these inhibitions. I'm covered in these inhibitions.
I can't release them.
I can't release my inhibitions, and I'm inappropriate with my coworkers. No. This cast. Nurse, he's out again. Pat really said, knock me out. How about I knock them out? Pat, no. Did you have a favorite part of the wedding? Like a favorite part of the weekend?
Karaoke was fun.
Was your favorite part?
No, it's not my favorite part. It's just something that comes to mind when you ask that question.
Tell them about your karaoke experience.
Well, I did Boys of Summer, but it wasn't my key. It wasn't my key. I don't think I made it work that well.
You overthought it. You brought your inhibitions to the...
It was so inhibited. Yeah. I was up there and I was trapped in a metal cage with all of my inhibitions.
You brought your inhibitions to the karaoke.
Nobody on the road. Nobody on the beach. I can see you. Brown skin shining in the sun.
Who's the song by originally?
Don Henley.
I was just like, Nick was like, I'm gonna sing this song in its key, and I was like, no, drop the octave. But then when I said that, Nick was like, well, I'm not gonna. He dropped it 2 octaves. He's like, I'm not gonna sing it all the way down here, and I'm like, no.
You expect me to sing?
Yeah, that's what you were saying. I was like, no, the song is so high that the octave.
You got your hair pulled back.
Yeah, that's what you started doing. You're like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm like, no, the octave below what he's doing is like, I can see you, which is like,
I can see you.
which is like,
That's
that's the octave of the song. So if you drop it below that, it's like our speaking voice. It's like in a perfect place for us. It would have been awesome. Also, like, Nick caught a bad moment because karaoke was ripping and roaring, and then the floor cleared.
Yeah, it was like right as I went up, and that's part of why I was so inhibited. Because I was like, shit, all the vibes are dead now.
Yeah, it just like Nick signed up for karaoke, and then everyone just bounced. And it was the only clip where there was just like no one hanging out by karaoke or doing it anymore. And it was like just when Nick got up there.
I should have gone for a more achievable song for me when I'm not at like peak hype. I think I could have gotten there if I were like less inhibited.
Yeah. By the environment and the vibes. Mm-hmm. Losing my job, not my weekend style for real. That's funny.
But I didn't like pee my pants and run away crying, which is what I wanted to do.
which is what our other friends that did karaoke did that.
This is so embarrassing.
What else? What other highlights from the Annie wedding? Is that not your favorite moment, the karaoke then?
No, I'd say my favorite moment was the union of my friends in holy matrimony and just celebrating their joy.
Yeah, I was giving them a really hard time because the wedding wasn't in God's eyes at all. Did you notice that?
Well, everything's in God's eyes. You can't get away from God's eye. We're all living inside the eye of.
That's what I was saying. So I was upset that
what's it in Game of Thrones? A giant called Blimbor or something.
I don't think that's part of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it is. They're all in the eye of a giant.
Are they?
A blue-eyed giant called something or other.
What is what do you call the person ordaining them, right?
Like the I don't know.
Ordainee.
The minister.
It's the minister of magic.
Officiant. Yeah, the officiant.
The officiant just didn't make any mention of how,
It was like, the power vested in me by the internet.
He said the internet and like the state of California and like the good vibes here at the wedding. I'm like, you are getting married, The one true, please do it in the eyes of the one true Christian God, which we all know and believe in.
Yes.
is what I'm saying.
Right, of course.
And they didn't make mention of it. Also, like God might be one of the only parties I ever throw that I invite him to. You know what I mean?
God is invited to every party.
Exactly. But he's certainly invited to the wedding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I was just giving them a hard time for having a.
And Jesus can come.
They had like a vegan straight edge no God wedding, no gods. It's a no holds bar, take no prisoners, vegan straight edge, no cops, no religion, no leaders wedding. Which I'm laughing because it's so funny to say all that, but I do agree with all those beliefs. We watched Guardians of the Galaxy 3 last night.
Yeah, I was there. I remember. Love that movie.
Yeah, no, I love that movie too. It's my favorite James Gunn movie.
I didn't cry. I almost cried though because it's so emotional. It gets me.
I cried the first time I saw it. It's a really tough movie. I bring that up to say that you have not seen Superman yet.
No.
And that Nick and I will be watching Superman soon. And on the next Not My Weekend podcast, I'm going to make him give you his review.
Oh, okay.
Because
I'm excited.
That Superman movie is very important to me. And Nick has not seen Weapons yet.
No, I haven't. I did see Barbarian, and we talked about that on. Was that Time After Time that we talked about that? We were just a live stream that you were doing with Jared.
Oh yeah, that was just. Oh yeah, that was just. They wouldn't have even seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, I talked about it there, but it was so good. It got me on a whole little horror kick, and I'm rewatching all of the Whitest Kids stuff.
Yeah. Barbarian is crazy. So next,
really good movie.
Next Not My Weekend podcast, we'll bring up Superman, and hopefully we'll bring up Weapons, because these are like two of my favorite things that have ever happened. Not movies, but just two of my favorite things that have ever come together. So I'm really curious. And Nick and I often have very different opinions. Also, Nick and I often have like kind of hyper changing feelings.
Yeah.
Like when back in the day, this is like it's funny it's you know what I'm gonna say.
I think I'll never live this one down.
Because it's funny to think this is like 6 years ago now. But like when we came out of Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker, Nick thought it was so good.
I was like enamored. I was entranced. I don't know how that happened. And I don't.
And I was like,
yeah, I feel like considering they did a pretty good job.
I was like in shock.
It was a lot of fun.
I was like in shock. Do you remember me? Because I remember you saying like how good it was, and I just was like, I don't know. I don't know how to feel. Like I definitely feel like in shock. And then it took me like 2 days to be like, oh, that sucked. That's like I'm really disappointed. And it took you like I think like a calendar year, or you rewatched it or something.
Yeah, I had it in my memory. Like I had a really good time when I saw it in theaters, and then I rewatched it, and I was like, what?
Yeah.
Why did I like that? What did I like about it? It's upsettingly bad.
Yeah.
I was just caught up in the pomp and circumstance of there being a new Star Wars, and I had such high expectations. I just didn't want to believe. I didn't want to see all the things that were wrong with it. That were bad about it.
I know. Yeah, I agree completely.
I didn't want to see the somehow Palpatine returned.
Brutal.
I was like, okay, I'll roll with that.
Yeah.
I'll just roll with that for now. They fly now. They fly now.
I think that you and I will probably just kind of agree on Weapons. I don't want to get ahead of myself because you haven't seen it yet, but I think we'll probably have similar thoughts. I think it's very possible that you'll feel very differently about Superman than me, and I also think it's very possible that you'll change your tune as well, one way or the other. I can see 6 months from now you like deciding it's not very good, vice versa, for sure. So.
Well, I've watched a lot of movies since then, and I've done a lot of engagement with movies.
Yeah.
And I'd like to think that I have a better initial read after seeing a movie once, but than I used to anyway.
Sure. I mean, I don't know.
It gives me pause when I'm that wrong about a movie, and just in my own opinion. Like,
yeah. I see what you mean. I feel that way a lot, where I just like where like I hyperfixate on something I was wrong about, and then I like get stuck not making any decisions ever again. I'm like, well, wait, I was so wrong that time. I just don't even want to like this.
I'm just never gonna be sure of anything again.
Yeah.
Just in the cage.
Yeah, exactly. Luckily,
all my trepidations.
Luckily, I kind of don't feel that way about our rock and roll band. I feel good about like the biggest thing that's happened for Not My Weekend, bringing it back to the fact that this is the NMW podcast, is like I didn't think Lightning would resonate with so many people. Like I didn't think our song Lightning would be in the position that it's in, like number one on our Spotify for 8 months now. So like, but otherwise, like I thought Hurricane Weather was it. I thought Tied Up was it. I thought Knock Me Out was it. I thought 2004 was it. And like those are all the songs that like people like continue to say like, please just play those ones. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, cool. And that's why I think it's nice to feel so confident about these new songs that we have coming out, because I feel the exact same way as when we finished Tied Up. I'm like, awesome. This is the same feeling as when we finished Knock Me Out. It's the same feeling as when we finished Tied Up. We just got to put this song out and it's going to fully bang. Like it's just gonna be sick.
I think so. I think people are gonna like it. When you guys hear these new songs, you're gonna listen again.
Yeah. And once again, if you're in our Discord, you will hear them early. If you're in our Discord, you will get pre-sale codes for our tour that has already been announced, and tickets officially go on sale this Friday, August 22nd, for the Action Adventure, Diva Bleach, and Not My Weekend, the Ever After tour.
Ever After
Tour. Yeah. The Ever After tour.
The show Chowder. It might be a little past my time. Did you watch Chowder?
Yeah, I watched all of Chowder. Seen every episode of Chowder. That's not past your time.
When was it airing?
I was a kid. I was 11.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. There was other stuff. Maybe I wasn't just as into Cartoon Network in that era of my life.
Coconut, I'd wear a Chowder beanie big time, for sure.
I never got into Chowder, but there's lots of other Cartoon Network shows I dig. Big Adventure Time guy.
Yeah. Chowder Adventure Time kind of transcends. It's like Adventure Time is better than if it missed you. Like you don't have to be a kid. You can watch Adventure Time right now.
Things when I think of the era of Cartoon Network that I was paying attention to, it was like Johnny Bravo, Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Lab, stuff like that.
Dude, that's all stuff when you're like, when those shows are airing, you're like 3 and 4 years old. That's crazy.
That's just what I remember.
That's interesting.
Being into.
Sure. Because like, I remember those shows and I was like 5. Like I was in Houston, Texas. Like I would have had to have been so young to watch those. You know what I mean?
I think they aired for a while.
Sure.
But,
Sure.
I was probably more into Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Especially later on.
I was just so into anime so quickly. I mean, they were airing the Cell Saga of Dragon Ball Z when I was like 5. Like I was fully watching like Super Saiyan 2 Gohan at like 5 years old, and I was like, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened. And like, you know how many times I've watched that since? Like 100. Like,
it's amazing.
Yeah, word.
It's so good.
But it's just like you forget.
I didn't get on Dragon Ball Z till I was like 12 or 13.
I know, but that's like because like when you say like Dexter's Lab and stuff, and I think, oh, that's when I'm like 6 years old. I realized that like, oh, I'm like watching like actual late stage Dragon Ball Z at the exact same time. Like these things are old as hell. You know what I mean? Because people think of the Cell Saga as like later Dragon Ball Z. That's 25 years ago. It's dummy old. You know? Like,
well, I mean, I watched a lot of like Boomerang back then too.
Yeah.
And I didn't even really have a concept of how old that stuff was.
Yeah.
But some of that stuff is like way old.
Yeah. Boomerang did do a good job of not making you realize that those cartoons are from the 70s.
You'd be watching stuff sometimes from like the 20s or 30s.
On Boomerang? Yeah.
Yeah. Like some of that Tom and Jerry stuff is old.
Before we sign off, Katie's asking if you like energy drinks, Nick.
I like me a Red Bull.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll drink like a Monster if I feel like it.
I was just kind of reiterating our tour and reiterating our new songs because I was trying to sign off the podcast. But if you guys have any quick questions for us before we get out of here, we'll just do it. If there's anything funny you want to hear from us or ask, then we'll hit that right before we sign off this pod. Rich, that's a great one. What's the worst movie either of you have ever seen?
Red flag that I don't have a favorite Red Bull flavor? I don't know. I was gonna say the blue one, but what flavor is that? It's like blue. It's just blue.
Hey, if that's a red flag, I guess I'm just not the guy for you. I don't know. Hey, if that's a red flag, I guess we're not friends. You know, I don't have a favorite Red Bull.
No, I
flavor.
respect anybody's boundaries. You know, if they think I'm
if they think I'm like some kind of crazy monster for not having a favorite Red Bull flavor,
yeah, maybe
we shouldn't hang out. Like we just
maybe it's just best we go our separate ways.
No, very, very unlike Kyle and Annie, who are the most together. Their way is identical. Their way is the same, and it's no longer engaged because it's actually eternal.
When did I say that you were uncouth?
You probably did though.
That's
something you'd
it's
say.
a hell of a thing to say.
That's
hell of a thing to call someone.
That's something you'd say. You say that all the time.
Pat said I said that you were uncouth.
Well, who knows when?
That sounds like hearsay to me.
No, that was maybe was that on a live stream? I feel like that happened.
I don't think I would ever call someone uncouth.
I've heard you call multiple people uncouth.
No, I would call a behavior uncouth, but not a person.
The person is doing a behavior.
Yeah, but like it's the Sarah Star difference, you know. Just because someone's doing something doesn't mean they are that.
I remember this too. Yeah, because I was like, tell Nick it's not that serious with my boyfriend. That is kind of uncouth.
And I said, how uncouth?
Yeah.
My word.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh my god.
That's utterly improper.
Okay, worst movie we've ever seen before we go. Come on.
In my opinion, my least favorite movie I ever seen, has to be the Snyder cut of Justice League.
Whoa.
Hate that movie.
What?
I hate that movie.
It's better than the Joss Whedon cut.
I hate it.
It's better than the Joss Whedon cut.
I watched both of them.
The Joss Whedon cut's worse. Snyder's never made a good movie. Period.
I disagree.
Yeah, I don't think he's ever made a good movie.
I think 300 is a fun movie. It's not like a good movie, but it's fun. And I like Watchmen. I think Watchmen is decent. It's a little too long, but
it's funny you bring this up now, though, because I would say Man of Steel's maybe the worst movie I've ever seen.
I think it's worse. I wrote a really long essay about this, and
Nick went crazy.
I wound up not sharing it because it's just, I don't want to be that much of a hater.
Yeah.
But I just wanted people to understand that I was
so upset.
I wasn't just like sort of tepidly having this opinion. Like, this movie made me so mad.
That's funny. Yeah, no, I remember you being upset about that. I thought it was better than the Joss Whedon cut, but Joss Whedon. You're right, Joss Whedon. I don't care to remember that guy's name. That guy sucks. He made Avengers, good for him, and then he sucks. He was like, I made Avengers, I suck now. And everyone's like, ah. All you had to do was not suck. That's a bummer. It's not like, I don't think he even did anything like cancelable or anything. He's just like kind of a douche. Like, he's just like, oh, he sucks.
Well, don't get me wrong. The original, the Joss Whedon cut, it's a bad movie.
Bad movie.
I think the Snyder cut takes a bad movie and like makes it an unrecognizable steaming pile of garbage.
That's so funny. That's how I feel about Man of Steel. I think Man of Steel is really.
I think
really
that movie
horrific.
also sucks.
It sucks, yeah.
But it's not as bad in my opinion.
I can think of a movie I think is worse, but I also don't want to say that on pod because it's like. I think Man of Steel's my answer because that's like a big $100 million movie that should have been like this incredible moment in superhero media, and instead it's like this real unfortunate thing.
Yeah, bad movie.
But we watched a movie that had a shoestring budget with some people that we are friends with.
Yeah, I actually that movie I didn't hate.
Oh wow.
I know everyone else hated that movie. I thought it was like almost okay. I thought it was like a 4 out of 10 movie.
Wow, crazy.
Like it could have been good. It had some interesting ideas and it had some interesting bits. It had some tropes that I think it executed really well.
Okay.
Like when her friend was like banging on the door outside, but she was also inside.
yeah. And I really loved when Palpatine was back, when just Palpatine returned, when she was inside the car and someone was outside the car, and then Palpatine was inside the car, and my friend was like, somehow Palpatine returned.
I liked the setup where it was the people at the bar being like, you don't want to go down that road. A lot of history down that road.
They did say that. They did absolutely say that. It's so funny to expand on this without saying what that movie is. And we're not gonna.
Asking about Doctor Strange. The first Doctor Strange movie is solid. Good movie. But you're talking about Multiverse of Madness.
I think also solid. Also good movie.
It's okay. I don't hate that movie. I think it's decent.
I think Multiverse of Madness caught like a bad rap because it was in the middle of other bad Marvel things.
I feel like they kind of wrote that movie just with like, how do we get this zombie Strange on the screen?
Yeah.
And then they kind of went backwards from there.
Maybe.
And but it has a lot of fun fan servicey stuff going on.
Yeah.
And it sort of loses the character, which is what I think made the first one so strong, is that it like had a solid character arc for our protagonist. Doctor Strange is getting used for a lot of plot convenience after his original story.
I'm bummed that...
And Endgame. He's good in Endgame.
I'm bummed that Wanda's a bad guy.
Yeah, no, but I mean,
Cool
they did a lot of legwork for that. They set it up almost too much.
Yeah,
but
they set it up with a whole TV show.
Yeah. I don't think Love and Thunder was awful.
Love and Thunder sucks.
I think that movie was fine.
That movie sucks.
Like, the Thor movies in general aren't that great. Like, Ragnarok's really good.
Ragnarok's really good.
But aside from that, they're not that great. I like Christian Bale as the antagonist. I think he does a good job. What's the guy who directs that movie? Like
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi. He's got a tongue twister of a name.
Taika Waititi.
Taika Waititi. His character and the sort of comedic relief,
Yeah.
I think undermines certain moments in that movie.
Rock, paper, scissors. So a rock, paper, scissors joke? We like to have fun around here.
But it's a fine movie. It's a fun movie, and I like the ending, the happy ending.
Yeah, I think...
Although the Natalie Portman stuff felt a little shoehorned.
I think it's the worst of the Thor movies, honestly.
I think the second one, The Dark World, The Dark World is the worst because it's way more boring.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
It's in some ways a better movie, like more setup and payoff and better writing and stuff like that from a certain perspective, but it's boring.
It's super important in Endgame, which is crazy. I think it's worse than Thor 1, though. Doll, before your comment disappears, I like the Loki series a lot, both seasons 1 and 2. I thought Loki was great.
Yeah. I don't think I need to rewatch it or anything.
Nessa, I'm a Shin Godzilla hater. Wait. No, sorry, I'm confused. Shin Godzilla is awesome. I'm a Godzilla -1 hater. Shin Godzilla rips. I'm a Godzilla -1 hater.
I think a movie has to be pretty bad for me to like actually want to hate on it.
Whoa, this is crazy. We have such conflicting opinions. Nessa's freaking out. Coconuts like -1 was ass. Yeah.
I didn't think it was ass, but I didn't like that movie.
I did not like Godzilla -1.
I did not like that movie.
Emmeline said there's multiple Godzillas. What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Like lots of Godzilla movies? Yeah.
Because, like, there's like...
Tons.
There's so many. There's like, if... I don't mean to call you out, but if you're for real about there being more than one Godzilla movie, there's like so many. Emmeline said, guys, I don't watch movies. All right.
It's not really my thing in the first place.
Yeah.
The Godzilla stuff.
Like, you're aware that there's like many like James Bond movies or like many Marvel movies, right? Like there's as many Godzilla movies that like since the 40s. Since the 1940s, there's been like dozens of Godzilla movies.
Oh yeah. There might be triple-digit amount. I don't know.
There could be 100 Godzilla
if you count
movies.
like spin-offs.
And I do. Let's find out. How many Godzilla movies are there?
Godzilla.
First appearing in 1954, so I was wrong about the decade. It's the 50s. Godzilla has starred in 38 films, 33 of which are Japanese and 5 of which are American. So we were off.
Well, how many that he doesn't star in but are still like Godzilla adjacent, like Mothra or something?
No, because that's just Godzilla versus Mothra. There's not like a Mothra movie without Godzilla.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't have one where like maybe 2 of the Godzilla monsters who aren't Godzilla fight each other?
I think that would just be monster movies that are not in Godzilla canon, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But I could check. That'd be easy to check as well.
Is there a canon?
Yeah. Well, there's a Yes.
Like they're all in the canon
there-
together?
No,
Is
there's
it-
a couple different Godzilla
Okay,
canons.
yeah, sure.
There's the
they reboot it and then they...
So there's the Universal Pictures canon, which is just like the 4 American movies, and then there's like that one movie from the year 2000, right after Jurassic Park came out, that with Inspector Gadget. Your kaiju movie knowledge is poor. Jared, mine or Nick's? I feel like mine's pretty medium.
I don't know a lot about kaiju movies. I'll accept that. I'll take that one.
Is there a Mothra movie without Godzilla? Yep, 1961, just Mothra. Damn.
See?
I bet Godzilla's in it, though.
I don't have a ton to say about King Kong either.
I don't have a ton to say about King Kong. That's fine.
I saw the Peter Jackson one with like Jack Black.
It's really good.
I thought it's okay.
Kong Skull Island's great, too. Okay, I want to sign off. We've been talking for too long. I don't want to edit this. I know what's funny.
Okie dokie.
Wait, Jared said not yet. Hold.
Hold for 10.
10 minutes or 10 seconds? Oh, Jared's here is what he meant.
Hey!
Crazy. There are so many Godzilla movies.
There's
So many Godzilla movies. I brought bubble mailers. It's for a different thing.
Yeah,
But you were talking about it, and I was like, oh, I'll wait until the stream's done. And then you started talking about Godzilla movies. And did you know that Godzilla and all the other guys like Rodan and King Ghidorah and Mothra are all individual properties that came together
No, I did not know
inside
that.
the original MonsterVerse. So while there are only like 30-some, like 40 Godzilla movies, all of the surrounding movies kind of count towards the Godzilla canon, which there is a canon and a solid line.
You lost your voice from karaoke.
I was doing karaoke last night. I had karaoke. And yeah, and I did Cold by Crossfade.
Like, why the fuck do you sound like that?
Looking back at me.
Back at me. And that's why there's so many Godzilla, but it only says there's 40, but there's probably there's probably up to 100 movies that are Godzilla associated because of the canon and the timeline and all the other stuff. And King Kong got brought into there, and there's a lot of King Kong movies too.
You're like,
So
your Jared's like Beetlejuice.
Hell yeah, dude. Thank you for letting us know.
you're welcome. Those are for the cards when we
No,
send the
I
booster packs.
was just thinking. Wait, for the booster packs?
What's up, Chad? Nick's got good time management skills. You can see my full tit. That's my bad. And listen to Not My Weekend. They're going on tour.
Yeah.
Yeah.